Здравствуйте, дорогие друзья! Мы вас рады приветствовать на курсе юридического английского языка Legal English in Use and in News. Мы завершаем изучение темы Legal Professions, но перед тем, как мы сможем показать вам, как можно использовать изученную лексику в текстах и в диалогах, мы хотели бы вам показать, как представители самой серьезной профессии юристы находят необычные, креативные способы прорекламировать свои услуги. Брайан Уилсон, адвокат по уголовным делам из Техаса, стал звездой интернета после серии необычных рекламных роликов, в которых он предстал как крутой юридический ястреб. Борцы в масках, мотоциклы, которые пробивают стены и взрываются. Согласитесь, это не совсем обычная реклама для юридической фирмы.
Someone just called me! Brian Wilson, the Texas Law Hawk! Brian Wilson, the Texas Law Hawk!
Итак, курс 1, 5 занятие, 3 фрагмент. Тема Legal Profession. And now, please listen and translate the text. The legal profession. We are moving to the creation of a law-governed state. This movement is accompanied by a cardinal updating of all basic branches of legislation. Radical changes take place in the entire law enforcement mechanism of Ukraine, in the work of the courts, the prosecutor's office, the legal profession, arbitration, police, and correctional labor institutions.
Let's translate. Юридическая профессия. Мы движемся к созданию правового государства. Это движение сопровождается кардинальным обновлением всех основных отраслей законодательства. Радикальные изменения происходят во всей правоохранительной системе Украины, в работе судов, прокуратуры, адвокатуры, арбитража, полиции и исправительно-трудовых учреждений.
These changes are to become an important step towards the rule of law state. Who should translate the legal reform into reality? Special responsibility belongs to those who are in the legal profession: judges, lawyers, investigators, and prosecutors.
Эти изменения должны стать важным шагом в создании правового государства. Кто должен претворить правовую реформу в реальность? Особая ответственность лежит на тех, кто представляет юридическую профессию – судьи, адвокаты, следователи и прокуроры.
A responsible mission in a law-abiding state is entrusted to courts that must become truly independent. High demands are made of judges' professional and personal qualities. A judge should always be a person with a sharpened sense of justice, a broad horizon, and a person of high moral qualities.
Ответственная миссия в правовом государстве возложена на суды, которые должны стать по-настоящему независимыми. Высокие требования предъявляются и к профессиональным и личностным качествам судей. Судья всегда должен быть человеком с обостренным чувством справедливости, широким горизонтом знаний и высокими моральными качествами.
The role of lawyers is rapidly growing in our society. They are needed in ministries, at enterprises, to say nothing of law enforcement agencies who stand on guard of the interests of Ukraine, of the rights and interests of our citizens, and on guard of public order. Lawyers and legal advisors should be able to provide qualified consultancy.
Роль юристов стремительно растет в нашем обществе. Они необходимы в министерствах и на предприятиях, не говоря уже о правоохранительных органах, которые стоят на страже интересов Украины, прав и интересов наших граждан, и на страже общественного порядка. Адвокаты и юридические консультанты должны предоставлять квалифицированную консультацию.
A law-abiding state is based on principles. Law is equally binding on all people, and all persons are equal before the law.
Правовое государство основывается на принципах. Закон является обязывающим для всех людей, и все люди равны перед законом.
Следующее задание покажет вам, как изученные слова употребляются в диалогах.
Let's practice. Today, Ukraine is moving to the creation of a law-governed state. However, a lot should be changed, shouldn't it?
Oh yes. Besides a cardinal updating of all basic branches of legislation, the entire law enforcement mechanism in the work of the courts, the prosecutor's office, the legal profession, arbitration, police, and correctional labor institutions should also face radical changes.
Who bears a responsible mission of translation of the legal reforms into reality?
Special responsibility belongs to those who are in the legal profession, namely judges, lawyers, investigators, prosecutors, as well as courts that must be truly independent.
What qualities should a person have to become a professional judge?
A judge should always be a person with a sharpened sense of justice, a broad horizon, and a person of high moral qualities.
The role of lawyers is rapidly growing in our society. What is the range of professions which graduates of law institutes may have in Ukraine?
Lawyers are needed in ministries and at enterprises, as well as law enforcement agencies. Lawyers and legal advisors should be able to provide qualified consultancy. Перед выпускниками юридических вузов открывается широчайший выбор сфер деятельности. Мы хотели бы вам предоставить фрагмент, в котором вы можете увидеть, как выпускники иностранных вузов реализуют себя при выборе специальности.
Lawyers are able to specialize in a broad range of areas, including international, environmental, immigration, and probate law. The most common two areas for lawyers to specialize in are criminal and civil law. Lawyers choose the specialty area of law they wish to practice while earning their law degree. Lawyers need great research and debate skills, along with excellent speaking, reading, writing, and analytical skills. Lawyers should enjoy working with others and be confident in their abilities. They should be able to gain and retain the respect of their clients, co-workers, and the general public. Lawyers who deal with civil law areas should be knowledgeable of the law as it pertains to contracts, titles, wills, trusts, and estates. Because lawyers often handle complex issues and cases, it is important for them to be able to reason well and to problem solve accurately. All lawyers should be knowledgeable of the law and know where to gather supporting evidence when defending their cases. Lawyers must meet with clients, establish strategies, gather information, and conduct research to help their client in a court of law or other type of litigation. To attend law school, applicants must first complete their bachelor's degree. Bachelor's degrees can be received in a variety of areas, though most law schools look favorably on those who have a multidisciplinary background. Law schools who are approved by the American Bar Association require their applicants to have taken the LSAT, Law School Admission Test, before acceptance. Upon completion of law school, you must also become licensed in the state or jurisdiction you wish to practice law. All states require lawyers to pass a written bar exam, and many states also require an ethics exam. The majority of lawyers work in private practice or are self-employed. Other lawyers may work for government agencies or larger organizations that have their own staff lawyers. There are quite a few different areas of law one can practice, which makes for many choices in this profession. Some of these law areas may include international, criminal, contract, property, probate, bankruptcy, or elder law. Lawyers are typically able to set their own hourly or retainer fees. However, despite the popular perceptions on television, lawyers often need to work long, stressful hours on tedious tasks, often sacrificing personal endeavors. It does, however, give great reward and accomplishment in assuring that equal justice is preserved under the law. Also require an ethics exam. The majority of lawyers work in private practice or are self-employed. Other lawyers may work for government agencies or larger organizations that have their own staff lawyers. There are quite a few different areas of law one can practice, which makes for many choices in this profession. Some of these law areas may include international, criminal, contract, property, probate, bankruptcy, or elder law. Lawyers are typically able to set their own hourly or retainer fees. However, despite the popular perceptions on television, lawyers often need to work long, stressful hours on tedious tasks, often sacrificing personal endeavors. It does, however, give great reward and accomplishment in assuring that equal justice is preserved under the law.